are lined up. It's Aussie Bodies Taplin relay time, and all the big names and all the big teams are there. Are we going to see a dominant performance like we saw in the women's race, Jack, or will we see another name added to the winners list here? We've had Mermaid Beach, Kurrawa, Northcliffe and Manly. 4 rounds, 4 different winners. Can we make it 5 from 5?
Well, it doesn't seem to be a dominant standout like Northcliffe has been in the women's. Northcliffe men have stood up, took a win in round 3 at Fingal Bay, but it'll be interesting to see whether or not they can get themselves another win here at North Wollongong. I'm going to tip Manly. I think they're in great form. The way the team has been racing, the way Kendrick Louis has been racing has been outstanding, and I think they are certainly going to be a team to beat here.
Well, while we're talking, they're off and away, and the Rio Olympian, the Rio bronze medalist, Lachlan Tame from the Avoca Club in the Central Coast, has blown this ski start out of the water. He's a full ski length ahead of Hayden White from Currumbin and Matt Bevilacqua from Kurrawa, and the rest of the field there. Mitchell Trim alongside him did his best to hang on, but just couldn't because it's pure ski paddling speed.
Bevilacqua is having a real crack to try and go with Lachlan Tame, and at this stage it looks like Tame may have dropped him, so Hayden White sitting on the outside seems to be the one making the best of it at this stage, but Tame going away with it as you would expect. As you said, the Rio Olympian, there's no better paddler in the country on a ski at this stage. He's won Australian individual ski titles, 4 of them in fact. He is very, very powerful off the beach and can complete a full ski leg.
Very impressive from the 2 Ironman boys alongside him. They're just on the wash. They're going to hang on the whole way around. Alexandra Headland is there as well on the green and yellow on the outside. That's Jamo Porter. Manly back in 5th place at the moment there, and Northcliffe doing their best. Maybe Nick Roger. But Lachlan Tame slowed the pace. He's really dropped the hammer at the moment, and everyone's slowing down behind him. Oh, as Hayden White gets his nose in there, Jamo Porter comes up alongside. And the experience of Tame, he just puts the hand off, pushes Porter away ever so slightly. Nothing wrong with that, and Porter's not worried about reputations, and he's certainly not worried about Rio Olympians. He's just here to Taplin relay race.
Well, are you allowed to do that, Josh? Can you take your hand off your paddle and touch Jamo Porter on the side?
Nobody can touch Jamo Porter at this point. The man with the long locks is out in front. Bevilacqua trying to go with him. I don't know the rules, Jack. I don't think they seem to mind all that much. And at the moment, it's Bevilacqua from Kurrawa and Porter from Alexandra Headlands 1 and 2. And Bevilacqua, after his Ironman ski paddle in this one, maybe he should just be a ski paddler here because it's been 2 very impressive performances.
Well, Josh, interesting you say that. He's obviously paddling his ski really well, but he's been very impressive in the Ironman. So perhaps if his results were waving, or if his results weren't that good in the Iron, it'd be something he'd consider. But the way he has been racing all round, I mean, he's extremely good on his board. We've seen him win the Molokai to Oahu twice now back-to-back. He can paddle a ski as well. We watched him dominate the Ironman with the ski leg first, and now dominating the ski paddlers with the Taplin with the ski leg first.
Do you know what? You can tell he's an Ironman. He moved his ski across there, cut in on the course, made his run as short as possible. As Jamo Porter tries to go after him, he's absolutely flying. And have a look at Lachlan Tame. I love it when a ski paddler runs. That's the run of the century from Tame. Absolutely flying up and around. The boys are off and away. Kurrawa first, Alexandra Headland second. It's Jet Kenny there waiting in for them. Avoca's in 3rd. Manly's in the mix in 4th place as well. Jet Kenny's had the best wade so far, but can he hang on? He's more noted as a board paddler and a ski paddler, but he's put his team in 1st place with that transition.
Well, look, I'll be completely honest. I believe that'll be the best thing Jet will do in this swim leg.
It's a harsh gig.
That wade was very impressive, but he doesn't spend a lot of time swimming. The best part about that Jet Kenny is that he will put his hand up and do whatever he has to do, but when he's going in against the likes of Matt Poole, he's going to find it very difficult to have the swim speed to hang in there.
Alex is obviously short a swimmer there. He does what he needs to do, and he'll try and hold on. Nathan Smith's chasing hard. Jackson Maynard from Currumbin as well. Manly, it is Kendrick Louis, our Ironman winner there, chasing very, very hard. Ollie Signorini, Newport A and B in the mix as well, and plenty of work to do for Northcliffe. That's Bo Wheeler trying to get out and around, but on the front, Poole's gone straight past not only Avoca and Alex, but straight past the rest of the field and onto the front of this one.
Well, he's swimming very well, and at this stage it is Matty Poole that leads away from Avoca. So Avoca very smart, sitting on Poole's feet, using his wash, getting that drag along, and allowing him to do the work, conserving the energy, hoping that they've got the ability to swim over the top on the way.
He won a surf race round earlier in the summer. Didn't have the Ironman he wanted earlier in the day. Finished well down the pack, so he'll be looking to take out that aggression here and get one up. The summer of surf. The Kurrawa boys got a win round 2 in Newport. Daniel Rayward paddled the board last there. I'd expect him to do the same here. Bevilacqua on the ski pool here. Rayward to finish, but they're not having it all their own way at the moment. Avoca hanging in. Manly's gone up into third place. Alex is hanging on. Jet Kenny's going backwards at a rate of knots. You called it, Jack, but he's hanging in. If he can just maybe get a wave, tag his board paddler, they'll stay in this one.
Well, Campbell Guthrie will bring it home for the Alexandra Headlands team, a young under-19 paddler. He's been paddling quite well so far this summer, made a few board finals here in the summer of surf, but it's Kurrawa out in front at the moment, and they will be tagging down Rayward, who made his debut in the summer of surf Ironman final here at Wollongong, so we know Rayward's in good form. If he's got the ability to get out in front, he's going to have a lot of work to do with the Manly team chasing.
Manly A and B there, Nathan Smith and Kendrick Louis. What about having those two swim? That's going to come in very handy later in the summer when we go to the 6-man Taplin at the championships like Queensland, New South Wales state titles, and of course the Aussies at North Kira Beach. You'll see it all here on Fox, and Manly A and Manly B swimming up alongside Kurrawa. Even though they're a little bit further south, the rest of the field's gone with them. Paul's gone out on his own. He tends to do that a little bit. He's a lone wolf and he's trying to get away, but the rest of the field's got down it here. They're all down it at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4 have pushed on that. One's off the back. I think Manly B's off the back of that. Kendrick Louis seemed to hold on. Pulls on it as well, and they'll stand up and go round the transition as we head into the final leg.
So Poole and Louis leading through transition at this stage, and Poole seems to have the best of it so far. Signorini's chasing hard in third with Nathan Smith in fourth, but it looks like Kurrawa who are going to get into the water first in this final board leg.
Rayward's in and away. Harrison Stone, Max Brooks going in now as well for Newport. So a couple of Sydney Northern Beaches clubs chasing the Gold Coast club very, very hard. Kurrawa on the front. It's a 3-way race here. Manly B still in it if they want it bad enough, and then the rest of the field's going to have to work very, very hard if they want to catch these guys. They're off and away and flying.
Well, who's your pick, Josh? In a 3-man race between Harrison Stone, Dan Rayward and Max Brooks, who would you take to come out on top?
Oh, I'm going to go with Brooks from the Newport club. They're the 2-time defending Australian Taplin Relay champions, as Currumbin are trying hard to get into the mix, but Newport, you've got to think Brooks. He's won a state board race title before. He knows how to mix it with the big boys. I think he's going to get it home over the more experienced competitors, but on the way out, the other two guys aren't letting him have it all his own way. They're pushing hard, and Manly's really trying to stick it to their Northern Beaches rival.
Well, Harrison Stone, a young gun who took out a summer of surf round this year, his debut win as a board paddler in the summer of surf, and he's taking it to Max Brooks at this stage. He's got himself the inside run. He's in the best position at this stage, and Brooks will know how good a paddler Harrison Stone is, and he'll know that Harrison Stone has the ability when he turns that final can as a lay-down paddler to really get that rating up and get that board moving.
But this is what Taplin Relays is all about. You've got your favourites, you've got the ones expected to win and expected to do well, but that's not how you win them. It's the guys who stand up and race above themselves and race for the team and race when they don't think they can do it. They really put in a good performance, as Rayward tries to get back in it on the red board there. The yellow cap of Kurrawa, and Max Brooks goes to the front. That's what winning Taplin Relays is all about. It's not about your strongest competitor, it's about what your weakest one does. And can we see an upset here as Brooks goes to the front and goes away from the field?
Have a look at that from Max Brooks, just milking everything out of that little bump, but it looks like Stone's got a little one as well, so they're going run for run at this stage. Brooks will get away, Stone will come back up. Stone might get away and then Brooks will get back up, so it looks like Brooks is making the most of it, getting the best out of each little bump at this stage.
We've had 4 different winners from the 4 rounds. Newport hasn't been on the top step yet. Will this be 5 from 5, or will Manly make it 2 in a row? They got the win in Torquay. Brooks almost pushed over the top of that one, but it just caught a rail. He didn't go down it, and he'll be kicking himself because he's a lot further down the beach now. Stands up, he's in waist depth water. He's going to have to push down, and he'll have a lot further to run. Have a look at that run they're going to have to deal with. up the beach at the moment. Where are they? Who's going to pop out first? Up it's Harrison Stone. He took the better line. He's outsmarted his Northern Beaches rival without a drama at all. Up and around. And it looks like Ray Ward's come from the clouds. He took the direct line, but Manly take the win on top. In the gong, Manly make it 2 from the last 2. Max Brooks will be kicking himself for going so far down the beach. Newport, they'll have to settle for 3rd place. And Manly B show the strength in 4th. What a way to finish the round here in North Wollongong Beach. Manly on top, Kurrawa in 2nd, Newport, they round out the podium. Then Manly B, Currumbin, Avoca held on very, very well after a flying start. We had further down, Newport B, Surfers Paradise, Alexandra Headland faded, and Manly C, they've got 3 inside the top 10.
Yeah, I had a bit of trouble off the start, but I just sort of tried to keep us in there and did my best. So the boys brought it home phenomenally, so it was a pretty good team win, pretty stoked with that.
Oh, it's been a big day. Nothing beats pulling on the cap and racing with the boys in a team event, especially the Taplin. And Spearsy set it up, I just did my job and try to give Haz the best position because in these conditions, there's not many people who could puddle home quicker than Haz. So, yeah, it was just good fun with these boys.
Yeah, I definitely felt the pressure racing with these boys. Extremely good athletes, and yeah, it's good to get 2 back-to-back.
That win puts Manly up into 2nd place, but 1 point behind Kurrawa, who are hanging in there on top of the overall Aussie bodies. Taplin relay point score. Newport A, Northcliffe A, Alexandra Headland, they're your top 5, and they'll all battle it out. It's going to come down to the final round at Surfers Paradise.